So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZW Games 5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below.
Hey everybody, this is Joe from Zephyr Games. My mind's been blank there for a moment. And this is a video that has been requested by a fan by the names of Ryan Smith, where he wanted us to take two structure decks and slap them together. And he's requested two decks in particular. But if we do make this a running theme on the channel, like another little mini series here and there, we're just going to take two structure decks that we got some synergies that we can meld in and try and focus on those synergies and then branch off that and build a deck out of it. Now, we've gone literally, I at first tried to make this deck using just one of each structure, but oh my god, was that difficult. So I've gone on the basis that if you buy 3 of one deck, 3 of the other deck, and use literally cards from those decks and put together, you can build this. Now, I've even gone one step further for you, and also took the rest and built a side deck for it. Because as I was going through and I finished building the main deck, I'm thinking, okay, you know, I got this and that, I can put that in the side deck. Running through the rest of the decks online, I actually did notice quite a few additional cards that are actually pretty powerful. So I slapped those in the side deck. So here we go. So the deck is in question, Rocket Cyber Dragon. So the ultimate dragon deck, as I like to call it. So literally, I've taken 3 of each, 3 Cyber Dragon decks and 3 Rocket decks, and slapped them together. And there's actually some pretty cool combos that you can do in this deck. So I'm going to run through you the list, explain my card choices, and explain like some of the little synergies that you can do with them. So going on, so we have, it's a small Cyber Dragon engine of just 3 of the original Cyber Dragon and 3 Cyber Dragon cores. I feel like, I guess I might as well just quickly say, in 2 Cyber Repair Plants. I feel like this is all you really need for the Cyber Dragon element. They kind of just like run themselves and then just help put additional bodies on the board for you to help you go into your link monsters. If you did take this, you can then throw in some like Chimera takes in the extra, like the Mega Fleets and the Fortresses, just to give you the additional plays with the Cyber Dragons. But you've also got the cards in the extra to just help you deal out additional damage that the Rocket deck on its own, in terms of like just it as a structure deck. Other than things like Furious, they're not going to punch out damage very quickly. They're a slow control deck with like strong attacks later on. But in terms of that early game that you just want to quickly get some quick damage in, those quick attacks in, the Cyber Dragons are going to help you to do that. So obviously you got your Cyber Dragon self-summon itself quite easily. And the core to not only set your repair plan, but also let you go into Cyber Dragon later on if you control no monster your opponent does. So if you have a core lying there engraved and you start your turn, okay, cool, banish that, summon Cyber Dragon, summon a Rocket, link off, do that kind of thing. So you've got the little plays there, and it's just a nice little engine there for you. But the Rockets is where most of the deck lies, and where the most of the deck's consistency and the control elements there. So you got your 3 Tracer. Tracer's actually pretty cool in this in the synergy. I'll explain later with the Heltzer network. You got 1 Silver Rocket, 2 Absorbers. I didn't want to clog too much with high attackers. I know they can summon themselves Cyber Dragon more easily. But Absorber, I don't want to be in that situation where I've only got Cyber plays and the router in the hand and I can't use it. So the 2 routers fine. I've got the Dragon Shrines to also help use them as well. The 2 Magna Rockets, 1 auto, 1 synchron. I feel like this is really it. I know this isn't like a Dragon Link deck, but I feel like this ratio is just overall perfect, to be honest. You don't want to clog too much. Tracer is essentially 3 additional copies of all of these. So when you do get your ball load out or your quad ball out, you can, or even your booster, you can then start targeting these guys. You've also got your quick launches as well, and also in your boot sectors as well. The one defrag and the one gateway, this just helps get additional bodies on the board that you can just use. Gateway is actually pretty cool for dumping a core to grave, which then you can then use on your following turn if your board does get outed. And the gateway is just an additional way to summon your dragons. So that's it for the monsters. You've now got for spells, again, the 2-side repair plants. This helps you search your additional cores and the OG cyber dragons if you do need. Also, if you wanted to shuffle them back into the deck as well. The free quick launch, obviously. You've also got your 2 copies of Scripture. I don't want to play free, so I don't want to have again those moments where I have a Scripture in hand and just like Cyber Dragon plays. The 2 boot sector launches, this is like a soul charge, so I just do really like playing it. I feel like free would be a bit too much, so I'm only playing the 2 copies. The fusion spells is really interesting. I'm playing 2 polymerizations and 1 power bond. So the reason for that is like poly can help you go into either of your fusion monsters. Obviously, it's just a generic fusion spell. But the 1 power bond obviously is only going to go into your Cyber Twin. But for those moments where you can, and you can actually do quite easily, get 2 Cyber Dragons, you can then just go quickly into a power bond and make your Cyber Twin and just really slam in for that 10,000 200 damage, I believe. No, 11,000. I want to say 11,600. My math's doing well in the morning. Just a lot of damage, and that can really help you with your rocket plays. Combo that with like a twin burst, like your opponent's doing practically nothing with that attack. Because twin burst can just negate it. So like that power bomb play can be quite effective. And again, the poly is just that. I'm not playing the rapid trigger. Like it could have been such a good spell card, fusion spell, but there's just so many things holding that spell back, and I don't want to limit what my fusion monsters can do. I want to come into the field, punch my opponent in the face, and just literally roam free on the board. Just do whatever they want. So I'm playing double polymerization, the standard one, just to help you do that. The 3 copies of Twin Twisters, like this is what the Cyber Dragon structure they should have got as well. I believe Twin Twisters came out afterwards. Yeah, just something like that. Just some generic backer. Hey, Twin Twisters is absolutely perfect for that. Dump your cores, dump your rockets that you don't need, dump your Absorbalders. Just dump things in the graveyard, get benefits off that while also popping up the back row. 2 copies of Dragon Shrine, mostly in here for the Absorbalders. And 1 copy of Ball Regenerator. It's actually pretty good in terms of like the combo of Scripture and Dragon Shrine, because you can go Shrine, send a rocket, regenerate it back, Scripture, pop it, and then draw 2 off the Scripture, and then draw 1 additional one off the Ball Regenerator. Like dig through your deck for 3 cards, like 3 for 3. Could be worse. You're not losing anything in terms of card advantage, and you are digging your deck through 4 cards essentially, because you Dragon Shrine one of them away. So, help you get into those fusion spells and that kind of thing. And then for the traps, 2 copies of Cyber Network. Now this is actually a pretty cool card in terms of combination with Tracer, because for 3 standby phases, you can I believe it's 3 standby phases. Yes. So for like at least 2 turns, you can go Cyber Network, banish light machines from your deck. So you can banish like 2 Cyber Dragons from your deck, and then during the end phase, if you have like a quick launch set, you can quick launch into a Tracer, then Tracer pop the network and summon back the 2 Cyber Dragons that you banished. So then that way on your next turn, you can either go straight away into a Link 4 with your additional normal, with your normal for turn, or Tracer pop to summon. Or if you have a fusion spell, you can then go into like a Cyber Twin Dragon as well. So there's actually pretty cool synergies with Cyber Network. Just helps you get additional bodies on board, and popping it early with a Tracer for a summon as well. Like you're getting a lot of advantage out of that. So Cyber Network is actually pretty cool for this deck. One copy of Call of Haunted came in a Cyber Dragon deck, which I was actually quite surprised with. And then one copy of the, of course, Imperial Order. Imperial Order with your big fusion monsters, that's actually pretty powerful. Moving on into the extra deck, obviously 2 Baller, Furious, and 1 Cyber Twin. I feel like this ratio of fusions is a lot better because you can make Furious a lot easier than the Cyber Twin. Cyber Twin is for those niche moments where you've got your 2 Cyber Dragons on hand or board and one of your 2 fusion spells. You can also summon Twin off the 2 Novas that we're playing. Making Nova is actually not pretty difficult in terms of, especially with that combo Cyber Network and Tracer. You can get 2 Cyber Dragons on board pretty easily. For the links, obviously the 1-0 Volos for those moments. The 3 Baller Dragons is the one that you want to make essentially the most often as possible. 2 copies of Triple Burst, 1 copy of Booster, and 3 copies of the Sworn Vol Dragon, Quad Vol Dragon. This is the one that you also want to make the most. Because, can we pop, no, we only pop monsters. I'm going to see if you can pop Network as well. But, no, this is the one you're also going to be making the most, because it's the most easier. Because it just takes 2 dragons, including a Rocket. So you can search your Rocket Synchro and get back your Observata. Go into this and you can get a search of the Observata. So, you got plays with your Sworn Vol. And then for the side deck, as you see, there actually is a side deck, as I said. You know, there's a lot of powerful cards that these decks give you that you can also just put in the side decks. So, you got your 3 copies of Trap Sun and Red Reboot. So, like, back row decks. This has no care for you. Like, we don't care about the back row decks. We have 9 ways to deal with back row from these 2 structure decks. It's absolutely insane. I know Trap Sun's old, but just being able to negate all other trap cards on the field this turn, just literally another copy of Red Reboot that's just a little bit slower. It's just absolutely insane. Like 9 ways to deal with back row. Like seriously, the deck does not care. 3 copies of Dimensional Prison. Yes, the actual Cyber Dragon structure deck gives you this. It's actually pretty crazy. So yeah. Really old card, but a really nice old card to be honest. When your opponent wants to go to attack, banish that card. It's like it does target. That's probably the only issue about it, but like it's actually not bad. And then I also forgot 3 more ways to deal with back row. Malevolent Catastrophe. Your opponent wants to go and attack, destroy all spots and trap cards on the field. I know it's slow, and I know your opponent has to attack, but again, it's just another additional card for your side deck. From the remains of these structures. 2 copies of Cyber Eltonin, like, you know, additional ways to just remove monsters on the field. You know, as long as you just banish at least 1 Cyber Dragon, you're getting a complete board wipe out of it. So you can actually up this to 3. I just put in the 3rd Observata in the side deck just in case for those moments you feel like, oh, I just need the additional searching for my Rockets. You've got the 3rd Observata in there. But in all honesty, I'd probably take this out and just toss in the 3rd Cyber Eltonin. So you've got like 3 Dark Holes, like 3 additional, 3 Slow Heavy Storms. Like the 3, I just want to remove the monster from the game, and 6, I just don't want to deal with trap cards. But that, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this as well. I think like Ryan, I believe. My name's horrible with names. But yes, I do hope you enjoyed this little first of the mini series. I guess it's kind of like a branching off from the old series that we tried to do on this channel. Like the legendary hero decks. But hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed doing this. It's actually a pretty cool mix match. I do like the overall design, looks really nice. So guys, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, as always, happy dueling.
What's up, YouTube? Dan here from All Games. Thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, please hit that big thumbs up button in the bottom corner as well. And don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Make sure you click that notification bell as well so you know every time one of our new videos goes up. Throughout the whole year of 2019, we're going to have more deck profiles, duels, and of course pack openings for you guys to watch and enjoy the entire year round. So stay tuned for more, and as always, guys, happy dueling.